in a stream is the area that we're going to have the highest level of dissolved oxygen in general. The other factor besides the motion of the water that impacts dissolved oxygen content is the temperature. Lower temperature water can hold more dissolved oxygen content. Conversely, the hotter the water is, the less dissolved oxygen it's able to hold on to. So you can see right here, you can see a bunch of dead fish floating on the top of the water. That's likely due to, that fish kill is likely due to lessening of oxygen very rapidly. The dissolved oxygen content somehow decreased. And, you know, one thing that happens around here every so often is we have a bourbon distillery catch fire, and it ends up going into the creek. And, you know, people see fish kills come out of that, and they think, oh, this fish, you know, got drunk, got too much alcohol, whatever. And that's actually not what happened in a lot of cases. That's introducing a sugar supply into the water. There's a lot of carbohydrate involved with that. And that's kind of a new food supply for the bacteria in the stream. And those bacteria are going to grow very rapidly, and they're going to consume a lot of oxygen in the process. And you'll see really quick drops in dissolved oxygen levels, and the fish just can't get away from this big plume of kind of low dissolved oxygen content. So that might be what happened there. And you know, I don't know how many of you all have heard about the Gulf hypoxia, the hypoxic zone down in the Gulf of Mexico where the Mississippi River comes out. But that's another place where we're suffering. That's a chronic problem with lower levels of dissolved oxygen. And that, again, is from where there's a lot of nutrients going into that system and making their way down to the Gulf of Mexico. And that allows the plants in the water essentially to grow more than they normally would. And when they die, there's a lot of dissolved oxygen being consumed in that process where they're being decomposed essentially, kind of similar to the reducing of the oxygen kind of from that increase in food supply for something in the system that gets used up rapidly and depletes oxygen in the environment.